Good morning, Internet, and welcome back to Minecraft Attack of the B Team. And we are heading back to the moon. And hopefully it is daytime. Yeah, it appears to be daytime. That's excellent. And we are descending very quickly and splat. Let's get out. Fix our view, and we are back on the moon. Let's get our stuff. So, first order of business. We have our moon buggy. I've been itching to try the sucker out. Actually had to remake it. The first one went missing. Excellent. Really? Really? God damn it. That's not a rocket launch pad. It is a rocket launch pad. What the hell? Can I get this back? Don't. Oh, we need that. Don't lose it. There we go. I am so upset. That's the second moon buggy that I have gone through. What the hell? The first one just up and disappeared out of my bag. I had it in my bag here. It was right there. And I came back to the game after a break and it was gone. Take these bones. And now I just tried to use it and it's gone. So I'm not making any more moon buggies. I've gone through 2 of them already. What a waste. I'll make my way back to the moon base that we've established to the south here. And I'll see you when I get there. And home sweet home. Ooh. Do you hear that zombie? You have to watch out. There are caves and everything underneath the surface here. It's very treacherous sometimes because some of these holes go right through. Gotta be careful. So we've made it back to base. I think I'm going to start swapping out my air tanks, even though I have plenty of air left in these. No sense waiting till the last minute for those. You can see some of the damage left by these meteors. This was a meteor strike right here. Blew a hole in the side of this this villager's hut. That was pretty scary. Of course, this was all happening at night, so I had all the mobs all over the place. Speaking of which, I did do the experiment. So if you want to be safe on the moon, there is a correspondence between the moon as it appears in the overworld and the day-night cycle on the moon biome, if you can call it a biome. Just a moment. So if the moon in the overworld is half full waxing, that is getting more full, then that corresponds to the crack of dawn on the moon biome here. So if you want to be absolutely safe, to make sure that the sun is up enough that there are no mobs going to be spawned, you should wait until moonrise, 3/4 waxing on the overworld. And if you launch at that time, then the sun on the moon will be high enough on the horizon that it's bright enough that no hostile mobs will spawn. So that's a good tip. So that also makes, let's see, doing a little bit of math in my head, that's be 40 minutes. It's a 40-minute day-night cycle, so it's 40 minutes of day and 40 minutes of night. Ooh, another meteor. So yeah, while I was back here earlier, I wanted to test out the moon buggy, but that was the episode that it disappeared, unfortunately. I think there's another one over there. Yeah, those 2 meteors hit. I got 2 more, so I processed those. I just need 6 more total to finish my tier 2 rocket. Although I just got 1, so that's 5 more. This will be 4. Actually getting pretty lucky. Ugh. Derp. Derp. Come here, you. Okay, I need 4 more. Gonna bounce around the desert for a while. So, okay, so let's see. I think we are just past high noon on the moon, if we can call it that. So that means we are just past full moon on the overworld cycle. And we have a little less than 20 minutes left of sunshine on the moon. Nice and quiet. If I'm doing the math right, anyway. So we should have a total of 40 minutes day-night cycle. Yeah, that's about right. A little less than 20 minutes remaining. I'm going to see if I can find some more. I need 4 more meteoric iron. Let's try to focus a little bit south-ish of the base camp here. I think that's the way. Yep. Okay. Yep. You can usually see the meteors from quite a distance away if you get an angle on them. If you have line of sight, you can see them. I guess that kind of makes sense, doesn't it? And you can't see it if you don't have line of sight. It's not like you're psychic or anything. But you know what I mean. They stand out. They're a nice dark color against the white lunar. What do they call it? Lunar turf. The regolith. Scientific terms. Regolith, waxing, waning. These are all things you should know. I'm not the hugest astronomy buff, but it's interesting stuff. That's why I like this game. I like Kerbal Space Program. I get kind of into it a little bit, although not too much, because the devil's in the details, as they say. And oh boy, can you get bogged down in the finer details of that kind of stuff. I think it kind of ruins the fun a little bit. Just a little. I mean, I'm a bit of a nerd. I don't mind doing math. There's another village here. Or is that a village I've already seen? No, that's a new village. Let's go say hi to our neighbors. We'll look for meteors along the way. I'm a bit of a nerd. I don't mind that stuff. But when it comes to having fun, like fun, there's a difference between there's a different level of enjoyment. Enjoyment or enjoyment, whatever. Different things. You can have fun, just dorking around. That's why games are fun, because they're not super realistic. But then on the other hand, you have like your simulators, which are more realistic, or at least they're supposed to be. The intent is for them to be realistic. And I think it's largely a matter of avoiding consequences, right? I mean, that's really what makes a game more fun than reality. Is if you're playing a racing simulator and you screw up and you go careening into a wall and crash, you don't actually get killed. It's that lack of consequences. If you crash the car, let's say, you don't have to pay to get it fixed. You don't have to pay for the fuel. You don't have to do the maintenance and all that stuff. So that makes, in this example, a racing simulator game much more appealing on some levels than actually owning a race car and actually racing for real. But on the other hand, there is definitely a qualitative difference actually racing a car, actually driving a car. It's a very different and unique experience, which itself is kind of worth it. But there we go. Meteor. But of course, you have to deal with the consequences. So it's a trade-off, I think. But I think video games fill that niche where you can experience to varying degrees of approximation. You can experience things and you can do things without really having to do all the behind the scenes work, I guess you'd call it. You can play Kerbal Space Program and do rockets and orbits and stuff without actually having to, be a pilot or have a degree in engineering, although those things certainly help with that game. Actually, they probably don't. It's probably a lot like being good at Guitar Hero does not mean you will be good at playing a real guitar, because you have the simulation, and the simulation is just different enough from the real thing that they probably interfere with each other. Well, there's another one there. Well, we're getting close. We might be able to finish our Tier 2 rocket this episode. Let's see, with this one, I think I need 2 more. Yep. I needed 6, I now have 4. Doink. Just 2 more. There's one over there. I see ya. So yeah, just because you're good at a racing game doesn't mean you'll necessarily be good behind the wheel of an actual race car. They are different things. Although a really good simulation is called a trainer, so the idea that you would be getting relevant experience from the experience. Oh, there's 2 of them over there? Or is that just wood? It's probably just wood. My eyes are playing tricks on me. I hope that's wood. It's wood. Yeah, so I was actually reading a story, now that I think about it. There's a race car simulator that drivers use for training that is apparently so realistic, if you're not careful, you can actually severely injure yourself. I guess when you crash into a wall or something, the tendency is for the steering wheel to jerk to the side as the front wheels get hit. And if you're not careful, just like in a real crash situation, if you don't let go of the wheel in time, you can actually break your wrists on the simulator, because the force feedback is that good, which is kind of interesting. I mean, that crosses the line, I guess, between playing a video game where there are no consequences, or no serious consequences, to an actual simulator where there are still consequences. Not as severe a consequence, but there is something. I guess that's the real point of a trainer, is to get you used to that. So there's an arrow there. I guess it gets you used to, it's a good thing. That's a good skill to have. Letting go of the steering wheel when you get into a crash, so you don't, bust your wrists up. I heard a zombie. Let's keep going this way. So I need 2 more meteors. That's just a dark square. Keeping your eyes on the horizon. Shut up, zombie. Nobody likes you. This is a deep hole. Is this a dungeon? Huh? Where am I? Oh man, I'm way off. This is the base here. I seem to have wandered. Ooh. Hey, cheese. This is copper ore. I thought it was cheese. Why is there copper ore on the moon? I wonder if I can process that stuff. A lot of the moon materials don't... Oh, you know what the problem is? I don't have my mini-map. I don't know what happened to my mini-map, so now I'm getting lost. Which is bad. I have to use this. That is not our village. Our village is way south of here. Let's head back. Maybe we'll find some meteors along the way. For some reason I thought that was our village, but it's not. These mysterious moon flowers. I think that's just a problem with the configuration. X-ray vision. Aww. Just keeping an eye out. think we're going the right way, right? Yeah. It's annoying to have to switch to the big map constantly now. I don't know what happened to the mini map. I gotta figure that out. Must be a button. Everything's a button. Everything's a button. Looking for... You see anything? I wouldn't expect anything this far north, because you see most of the stuff we found has been in this area. I don't know if there's like hidden moon biomes. That's our village with the big trees. I don't know if there's like biomes on the moon per se, and some have higher chance of spawning the meteors, or if it's just luck that most of the meteors that I found have been in the vicinity of this this village. I don't know. Let's see. Get our bearings a little bit. Find out which way we're approaching. Oop. Couldn't quite get in on that bounce. Doop. That one's still filling, but I'll put this one in. Alright, we just need 2 more. It's so close. And then we'll be ready for a Mars mission. I'll probably tear down all the stuff on the moon, because I have really no reason to be on the moon. And I'll take down the solar panels, and I'll recover my energy cube and all that, and I'll take that with me to Mars, and we'll establish a Mars base instead. And I heard a spider. There's so much badness on the moon. So I believe the Mars day-night cycle is closer to the overworlds. Let's see, that's our base. That is south. South? South. Most of the meteorites we found have been south of the base. Or south-ish of the base, anyway. Yeah, looks like we found it. Just got that one. I see another one right over there. Yoop. And yoop. Mine. And that should do it. 7. Where did I get? Alright, but it seems to have gotten 1 extra somewhere. That is not a complaint. Alright, so let's head back to the overworld. And as soon as we are there, in the next episode, we will craft our Tier 2 rocket with all the trimmings, and we will head back to Mars. Get your ass to Mars. Alright, so I think that just about wraps it up. So thank you all for watching, and have a nice day.